What's up? What's up? Happy Saturday, coming in live for the breakfast show. Super pumped up, super fired up for this morning's episode. So I'm actually currently in Chicago, as you can see, Diamond All-Star Cheer representing. We are at a cheer competition. So really it's only 11 a.m. here. But where I'm from, Michigan, it's like noon. So I would love to know if you are brand new to the breakfast show. You are guaranteed an episode Monday through Friday between 8:30 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Zone. And Saturday and Sunday, there's pop-up episodes. And I wanted to come today, and as a group certified fitness instructor with continuous education, I wanted to share with you the 3 things that I wish I knew sooner when it came to going from 180 to today 136 pounds. So I'm actually going to give you a crap ton of value that I've learned along the way in a little snippet, and we're going to have some fun while we do it. So if you are new, in the comments, just drop the word new, a little bit of extra credit. I would love to know where you're tuning in from. Like I said, I'm in Chicago, but I am from Michigan. So I'm going back tomorrow night. We're here for a cheer comp. So if you happen to be returning, you've been a part of episodes before, it's an honor to have you back. Happy Saturday. I know you're going to learn something new today. So in the comments, say hello, drop a 1. You might catch this on replay. This is not pre-recorded. I'm not a robot. This is like the real Michelle Churchill Dworack. I'm in my hotel room. There's Bella stuffed animal. I've got an itchy nose. I'm scratching my nose. Like, this is legit. It's 11:02 a.m. In Chicago. In Michigan, it's 12:02 p.m. Eastern. So I'm going to dive right in. So a little bit about the background of how we even, the revolutionary of the breakfast show was me getting an email. I got an email. It was to check in for my physical. If I didn't check in for my physical, I was going to literally have to pay a $199 no-show fee. So I went and checked in, and I went in for a physical. And I stepped on the scale, and I was the heaviest I'd ever been. And my doctor and I talked about all the strategies that I was doing. I got my blood work back, and my thyroid hormones, everything were exactly in the margins they were supposed to be. So she goes, okay, so here's what we can do. She starts writing out a prescription. She's like, we can go on metformin. Metformin is a drug to treat prediabetes. I'm not saying you have that, but this does help some women lose weight. So I'm going to put you on it. And for once in my life, I can't tell you how many things I've tried, how skeptical I was. All that popped in my mind over and over and over again was that I had been referred by over more people I can count on my hands to listen to an Audible book by an expert. His name's Dr. James. People were like, Michelle, have you ever heard of the Obesity Fix? It's an Audible book. Michelle, have you ever heard of the Obesity Code? It's an Audible book. Have you ever heard of Dr. James? And I finally, on that car ride home, I downloaded that Audible book. I listened to it on the radio, and I have never ever shown up any day without not listening to an Audible book that's been recommended each time I finish a book. I stopped counting at 40 plus Audible books. So I have a lot of knowledge that I love sharing with you because I took the route the ugly way. I failed forward. I've learned a lot, and that's what I want to share with you. So let's go ahead and dive in. There are 3 things that you really have to do intertwinedly in order to lose weight. And maybe you're the girl who wants to maintain your current weight loss efforts. It's the same for that as well, because what we find is if you're at a maintenance point, a lot of people end up going back up to their current weight that they were at because A, the mind doesn't believe that they can stick at that weight. It goes back to the old habits. And number 2, we don't keep up with the things that led us to losing the weight in the first place. So we're going to cover every angle of that. And I'm never going to just talk to you. I'm never going to just be like, hey, do this. I'm going to give you the why behind it and the science and the facts that when you show up, you're going to be like, that's freaking why. I freaking love that. So let's go ahead and let's dive into that. The first thing I guess we should bring up, as I said, I'm traveling in Chicago, is water. You've heard of the term liposuction, right? Liposuction is how your body burns fat. And your body goes through this process. It's called lipolysis. And the first stop is called hydrolysis. It needs half of your current weight in ounces of water every day. So when I was meeting with a nutritionist and going for my AFA certification for group certified fitness instructor with Lifetime, I was like, okay, why water? What's it do? So water goes through a process called hydrolysis. It needs half of your weight in ounces of water, but it doesn't stop there. It also needs the ounces of pop. the ounces of coffee, the ounces of alcohol. Since those are diuretics, meaning they suck the water out of you, we have to add them back in. So the true formula is, what is your current weight? We're going to divide it by 2, and then we're going to add the ounces of coffee, add the ounces of pop, add the ounces of alcohol, and add that back in. I'm going to give you a little bit of a hack. I started adding a bunch of like sweeteners into my water. For example, this one from Target says like healthy, natural. This has toxins, carcinogens, and dyes straight inside of it. So when I upped my water and I started adding things to my water, I was actually doing more harm than good. Why? I wasn't a water drinker. I started adding this in. The more toxins, dyes, and carcinogens that you add into your body, the more your cortisol levels raise. The higher the cortisol levels are, the glucose levels become high. Your food is being stored as visceral fat. It's proven, it's systematic, it's backed by science. Like literally, if you're using something that does not have a good rating on the app called YUKA, put that in the comments. I think it's Yuka, YUKA. Don't add it to your water. Instead, maybe you can enhance your water. I have a big water bottle. As I said, I'm traveling right now. Hi, Carlene. My big water bottle, I add to it like frozen grapes, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. Some days it's watermelon chunks. Sometimes it's lemons or limes. Sometimes it's peppermint leaves or mint leaves. There's such a variety of how you can infuse your water without adding toxins or dyes. And there are some that are clean. I actually have this one called Cure. It's from Amazon and it's clean. It has an amazing, good rating on that app. So it's half of your weight in ounces of water. One thing that helps me, especially being at a competition, Bella's on 2 teams. There's going to be a lot of hustle and a lot of bustle, right? Carlene just froze some grapes. I love that. I have a timer set. That is going to be the game changer in you reaching your goals. My husband started putting a timer on every 90 minutes. He's literally lost, since meeting him, over 30 pounds. And one of the biggest reasons why was because of his water. He's an executive, he got busy, but when you have that timer on every 90 minutes, mine's gonna go off in literally an hour and 2 minutes. You stop, you drop, you drink for 15 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippis. It's easy, right? But it's just as easy not to do. You're better off drinking water for 15 seconds every 90 to 120 minutes. Did you know that your body should never go 120 minutes without having water? You're better off than chugging first thing in the morning or last thing in the evening. But here's the deal. Your bladder will get used to it within 90 days. So this is a short-term sacrifice for a future gain. And 75% of people right now are still walking around dehydrated, meaning they're not even burning fat. It's one of the biggest reasons why we live in a world where the percentage of overweight is so high, because of frickin' water. So we're going to infuse it with something that's whole. We're going to scan whatever we're adding to our water with the YUKA app. If it does not have a good rating, we're not using it. I also want to encourage you with your water, get a big water bottle. Get a 40 ouncer today on Amazon. Use a straw. Use room temperature. Yeah, ENG. And you know what? If you absolutely are like, yuck, chew a piece of gum, because guess what's going to happen from that gum? You are going to quench your thirst. Go drink the water. Those are my best tips for you, okay? With menopause and perimenopause, I do have, this is from Amazon, I do have 1 Cure packet every single day just for that. You don't have to be adding electrolytes unless you're drinking half of your weight in ounces of water, plus on top of that, more ounces. You don't have to. Say that you have 1 pop a day that's 10 ounces. You do half of your weight in ounces of water plus 10 ounces. If you did half your weight in ounces of water plus 30 ounces, you probably need to replenish the sodium. Hopefully that makes sense. With your water, soda water, like this, is clean, right? This is Yucca approved. Not the freaking yellow, green, red ones. The ones from Costco are carcinogenic, okay? You're talking diabetes, obesity, cardiovascular disease. Get that YUKA app and start doing your due diligence, because we live in a world where, guess what? They can put anything in any of our foods. It's not like England. It's not like the UK, where things are restricted. We have to do our due diligence. So with water, one thing I can tell you is after the age of 35, in your body, your blood depth and your blood ratio speed starts to change. Look down at your veins for me for a minute. Right now you see veins, okay? The blood is pumping through here. You can't see it, but it's literally pumping and pumping and pumping. And the rate at which it's pumping and the thickness at which it's pumping is called nitric oxide. After 35, hear me out, team, for just 1 minute. After the age of 35, the nitric oxide starts to decrease. Why? Not only age, free radicals, pollutions, okay? So when this starts to happen, we start to signal and see what comes on. It's called Cure. I get it on Amazon. It's clean. It's an electrolyte, okay? What we start to see is that, okay, our performance, our recovery in the gym, our brain fog, our headaches, our blood pressure. These are all things that start to become worse as we age. One thing I can tell you today is I want you to go follow a man called Gary Brecka. Gary Brecka. He's the ultimate flippin' human. He's got millions and millions of followers for a flippin' reason. The man is brilliant. And he talks about not just soda water, how this has CO2 inside of it, but hydrogen. Hydrogen is the smallest element on the element table. In jewelry, when you add hydrogen into your water, guess what it does? For 10 flipping hours, it dilates the blood vessel 10 times. Can you imagine right now dilating the blood vessel 10 freaking times? Can you imagine dilating the blood vessel and literally having it for 10 hours, that feeling? So look up hydrogen, but be very careful. Did you know the first ingredient listed in anything that you put in your mouth is what you find the most of? The last ingredient on that ingredient list is what you find the least of. So check your stuff. Use that YUKA app. Write it down. That app will change your life. Do it on your shampoo, conditioner, your toothpaste, your mouthwash, the foods, the bars, the protein shakes. Okay? Hydrogen water right here in the crystalline format. The reason why this is constantly out of stock and only 3 flavors are in stock right now is because of the crystalline format it comes in. This is hydrogen. It's one of the main ingredients. This specific one, guys, you know me as a certified fitness instructor, the cleanliness rated 10. Backed by science, 10. Clinicals, 10. Third-party validation. I'm already on this. I jump out of bed. I put it in a water. It's clear. After about 5 minutes, it infuses to a bright yellow. You would never add ice to hydrogen water. And guess what? For 10 hours, my blood vessels are dilated 10 times. My brain fog and perimenopause, I'm almost 40. Literally listen to this. My performance and recovery as a fitness instructor, I'm back in CrossFit. I have headaches hormonally, gone. Blood pressure improved. And also my feet pain improved as well. It's called Nitro. There's a video that actually explains it better than I can. If I share that video with you, would you actually press play on it? Drop the word Nitro in the comments. I'll send it to you. If you want, you can get a bag. So I have Julie asking for 30 days money back guaranteed. You can snag a bag. There's 3 flavors in stock. You can do black cherry, lemon, lime, or grape, and I will send you that link with a discount as well. Okay, so let's move on to fiber. Talking about adding things to your water, I started upping my fiber because I was deficit, and guess what this is? Toxins, dyes, and carcinogens. This has aspartame inside of this. This has carcinogens inside of this. If you go get that YUKA app right now and download it and search this, your mind will be blown. For the Nitro video, because the comments will disappear, if you just shoot me a direct DM right here, I will send you that video. So if you just go to Messenger, message, say Nitro, I'll send it to you. If it's a good fit, awesome. Listen, if it's not, there's no big deal. I don't even know if I can help you. I don't even know if you do have brain fog or performance and lethargicness. If you want it, you can go to thebreakfastshow.net. At thebreakfastshow.net, there's a little link that says New Wave. If you click New Wave, you're gonna see what's called Nitro. If you spend $75 today, you're getting $20 off. I want you to be aware of that, okay? Maybe you wanna bundle up on some, but I love the fact that it's 30 days money back guaranteed. You return it, you didn't even pay for shipping. Love it, okay? Secondly, with the fiber, you are supposed to be getting how many grams of fiber every single day? How many? How many grams of fiber for weight loss and maintenance? Guys, please don't try to use things like Metamucil. Please don't. Aspartame fillers, it's gonna cause more harm than good. That was me. And then guess what? I was the heaviest I'd ever been. Because I upped my water, I was adding Mio. I upped my fiber, I was adding Metamucil. When your toxins, dyes, and carcinogens are higher in your body than regular food intake, cortisol levels are spiked, it affects the adrenals, and also your glucose levels. Then you just store all your food as visceral fat. 25 grams, yes. So 25 grams of fiber. Let's talk about the best sources of fiber. At home, I have some really delicious bread. Carb, Carbonaut, Carbonat. It's 15 grams of fiber, one slice is 40 calories. It's YUKA approved. Yes, that is the easiest. 2 tablespoons of chia seeds is 10 grams of fiber, but guess what? That's 150 calories. You got your berries, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. That's 8 grams in 1 cup. Or your broccoli or greens is 7 grams in 1 cup. You can choose whatever one you want. Never go below 25 grams. You could go Google right now. What's the easiest way for me to track my fiber intake? What's the easiest way for me to track it for free? What you don't track, you don't measure. If you weren't to ever look at a clock to go pick up your child from school or daycare, why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we literally 150% just not even know what we're putting into our body or even track it, right? When that's how we show up and how we feel every single freaking day, right? What is on my forehead? I think it's from my eyebrows. I don't even know. So 25 to 35 grams of fiber. What is fiber? There's 2 types. Let's talk a little bit about the why behind it because it's going to be powerful when you show up and don't want to do it. So with fiber, there's insoluble and soluble. I only know this because I've listened to 40 plus Audible books. I'm not an expert at all, but I have got to share with you what it is that I'm learning in these Audible books because I'm down 30 pounds. I feel the best I've ever slept, the best I've ever felt. I sleep amazing. I have energy. I don't live on energy drinks. Literally, you deserve to feel golden. So with your fiber, there's insoluble and there's soluble fiber, 2 types. It is the vacuum to your intestinal tract. Think of all the food that goes to your intestinal tract. Come on, we got to pump that thing out. We got to clean it. We got to keep it free and clear from any pieces of pizza hanging out in there. Because just like if we leave cheese out, it gets moldy. Guess what it's getting in there every single day in your intestinal tract. We want that thing clean, really pink, really healthy. And if we're deficit 7,500 steps, most likely our food's not going through us the way it should. If we're lacking fiber, it's most likely not pushing out. And if we're lacking water, it's most likely not helping either. I got you, Karen. So here's the deal. When you eat fiber, it is the only thing that can swell to the width of your intestinal tract. The only thing. So you've got an intestinal tract. It can swell so much. It's the vacuum. It's clean. If you right now were to tell me, Michelle, I have inflammation. Michelle, I have bloating. I'm irregular. I don't go number 2. I have foul smelling gas. I would go, listen, you give it 72 hours, getting 25 grams of fiber. That's in the app, YUKA approved. And you hit that goal, and I'm going to tell you right now, you will see alleviation. You can do this. You can do this. That's the fiber component of it. People are going out there and getting GLP-1 shots to increase the GLP-1 hormone. It's tricking the brain. It's doing nothing. I've never met someone who got off of it that maintained their weight loss efforts ever in my entire life in the last 8 years of having 1 million followers on social media where I talk to tons of people. I'm not against it, but it tricks the brain. How you increase the GLP-1 hormone is through a fiber, okay? In your body, you have all these short-chain amino acid peptides. Those are what matter. They, at a cellular mimicking effect level, you can add those back in. Those are what send messages to the cells, not the GLP-1 hormone. Just stop on your way home and say, hey, doc, just really fast, I got to get in my car. I have 30 seconds. Give me the shot filter. There's a shot filter. Give me that, the shot insert for the GLP shot. Thank you. Look up every ingredient. You'll never do it. $299 just for trizepatide. The semaglutide is like a cheaper version. It doesn't work as well. It's $199. When you literally have over 20,000 different strands of short chain amino acids in your body right now, where they know the 3 and what exactly they need for you to lose weight right now at a cellular level, at a mimicking effect. Drop the word elevate, I'll show it to you. It's right here. The top right, you have what's called tesofensin. This is a triangle. At the very top is tesofensin, right there. This is microbeaded, microplated for what? The best absorption. Maybe people are telling you and educating you that it has to be an injectable. What's in the injectable? This has literally tesofensin. Guess what that does? Food noise, see you later. Binge eating, see you later. Sugar, salt craving, see you later. It's what tesofensin does. The bottom right is Diaxa. I want you to think of the student that's constantly inside of the classroom who is distracted and can't pay attention. What would the doctor diagnose him with? This is a non-stimulant free of what they would diagnose him with. No stimulants, mood and focus boosted through the frickin' roof. And the last bottom right is BCP 157. This evacuates inflammation out of your body. Carlene, it's back in stock. Yeah, it was out of stock. It's in frickin' stock. Those GLP-1s, if you get trizepatide for $2.99, tricking the brain, this actually has a correlation to increasing the fiber within the body. Literally, Elevate, right now you can snag an entire month's supply, 30 days money back guaranteed, mimicking effect on your body, backed by science, proven through clinicals and third-party validation. And the only thing in this bottle are those 3 short-chain amino acids. No fillers, no phosphorus, no junk in the trunk. Okay, drop the word Elevate with a star. I'll introduce you to the peptide expert. Why millions have been sold in the last 30 days and exactly why it is called Limitless/Elevate, because if you can think of that movie Limitless, that's exactly how you are gonna feel at a holistic level, mimicking effect cellular. I'm down 9 pounds that I didn't even need to drop in 6 weeks. My husband's 54, he's down 26 pounds now in 8 weeks. I am telling you right now, your mind is about to be blown without a stimulant. If you want to snag a bottle right now, yes, I have people on diabetes, type 1, high A1C, blood pressure, cholesterol, you name it. Okay? There's no dairy, no soy, no gluten, non-stimulant, non-caffeine. If you want to snag a bottle right now, it's $209. You get it for $169. You lock the price in, cannot ever go above you for $189. Drop Elevate in the comments with a star if you are serious, and I'll send you a shareable link before it sells out again. Single bottles are available for the first freaking time as of Monday. So if you dropped the word Elevate, I'm going to introduce you to the peptide expert. That's my Facebook Messenger. Just say the word Elevate. You're going to see content on my wall that is viral. I have 296 unread messages. So the fact that you're on this live video right now and you could go snag it before any of them know how to get a hold of me is a blessing in disguise. So message me if you go to thebreakfastshow.net in your web browser. Right at the top, you're going to see Nueva. Click Nueva. Look for the Body Beauty link, and you're going to see what is called Elevate. Guess what you get? With Elevate, you get my boost. Do you know what I take every afternoon? A little grape gummy. That is a midday boost, YUKA approved, no caffeine, certain types of mushrooms, $50 value. Not only do you get it for free right now today, you get it every month for free for eternity if you order before the 23rd of March. Did you hear that correctly? The whole bottle lasts 1 month. You can do a signature set, 3-month supply with boost, and save even more per bottle. That's gonna run you $530. And you get the boost for eternity for FREE. Any questions in regards to ordering, you guys? I can't keep up. The people that do order will get an instant text from me personally, my personal phone number, not a business line. I'll teach you how to use it. You take it 30 minutes before your first meal. That's it, on an empty stomach. You cycle it for 2 full months on, you take 1 month off. When you reach your goals, you get off of it. Because you now know about the YUKA app, and because you're going to scan the stuff you're adding to your water and the fiber you thought was a fiber and the protein bars and shakes you were buying, guess what? You're going to replace them with a good rating food instead of toxins, dyes, and carcinogens, and you are going to maintain your weight loss efforts. I see it every day. So no, you're not stuck on it for life. No, you don't get off of it and gain even more weight back. I have listened to 40 plus Audible books. I have done my due diligence on science, clinicals, third-party validation, and cleanliness, and there is a lot of SHIT out there. You're right. But here's the gist, not when it comes to this. The third thing that I did, you guys, we talked water, we talked fiber. The third thing that I did was my protein intake. How many grams of protein do you need in order to not only lose weight, but maintain? How many grams? Okay, right now I want you to go to Google and I want you to search your height. 5'7" female, desirable weight. And you're gonna get something that comes up and it's gonna fall between a range. For example, mine will say 130 to 159. I, every single day, have to fall between 130 and 159 grams of protein. Let me tell you something that's gonna blow your mind. 150 grams of protein is 600 calories. 150 grams of fat is 1,350 calories. If you didn't know that, drop a 1 in the comments because I need to give you something. 150 grams of protein is 600 calories. 150 grams of fat is 1,350 calories. I'm going to teach you a hack right now. If you drop the word hack in the comments, if you have not heard about the guide that I found that helped me drop 30 pounds in 5 months after 11 months of struggling to drop an inch, if you drop in the comments the word FREE, which stands for free, I will give you that guide. But don't just drop that if you're going to let it collect dust. Protein is one of the most abundant things found in your body. Let's talk about a little hack. Remember, if you're using shakes or bars to supplement, like this one from Costco, YUKA approved. I was adding shakes and bars in the beginning to up my protein, and I was getting larger and larger and larger and larger and larger. Why? The bars I was using, the shakes I was using, guess what happened? They had toxins, dyes, and carcinogens. Once you get out your YUKA app and you start scanning your stuff, including your face wash and your toothpaste, I'm telling you right now, your mind is going to absolutely be blown. So with your protein, the only thing we ever need to do is when we look at the calories on something, okay, we're going to go to the market and we're going to see different brands of stuff. So we can all see 170 calories. The first thing we do is identify that it's always going to be in the same place. All we have to do right here is cover the last number of calories. Cover it. What do you see? That free protein guide is right here at thebreakfastshow.net. It says FREE protein guide. So when you cover the last number of calories, you see 17. That means there should be 17 grams of protein, period, end of discussion. 17 plus. This has 21. Yes. Step number 2, I would get out my YUKA app and scan it. Is there carcinogens, dyes, and toxins that's going to affect my cortisol? Am I going to become bigger because of this? Am I doing more harm than good because of this? Nope. It's approved. Let's grow. Okay? So that's with that. Yes, Angie. So that's Yucca approved. Protein, the only time I'd ever tell someone to ever supplement, Cheryl said, do you make people supplement? No, you don't have to. If you want to speed up weight loss, if you want to feel better along the way and like really mess with the food noise and you want to have a lot of energy, you could supplement, but you don't have to. The only thing you should ever be supplementing with 150% is your collagen. You stopped producing it at 20. Your bones become very brittle. Each year after 20, to be exact, you lose a minimum of 1%. So if you're 50, you've lost literally 30%. You can see it in that person's hair, skin, nails, joints, muscles, wrinkles, skin's elasticity. And I never knew something. There's 5 types of collagen. There's a type 1, a type 2, a type 3, a type 4, a type 5. I had no clue. I was just buying one off of Costco shelves or TJ Maxx whenever I was like, oh, I'm running low, here you go. Little did I know that it had toxins and dyes and carcinogens in it. Little did I know I was causing more harm than good. Little did I know that that was even allowed. So out of the 5 types of collagen, type 2 is the absolute best you could ever enter in your body. Type 1 and 3 are dormant at 20. So you add type 2, it activates type 1, 2, and 3. Type 4 and 5 have to do with the gut lining. But what did we talk about today? If you look at anything you're eating, anything, the first ingredient listed, literally, in anything is what you find the most of. The very, 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 very last ingredient is what you find the least of. That's the chronicle order it's in. I didn't know that. I had no clue until I listened to 40 plus Audible books. I was the girl that was skeptical of everything because everything I tried, nothing worked, but I didn't realize adding Mio to your water increases cortisol, adding Metamucil for fiber. That's why I'm teaching this to you. So it's a type 2 collagen. I already took it. It's in my fridge over there. Mine's a liquid. Okay, yours should be a liquid, water soluble. It's chocolate raspberry or chocolate mint. You pour it on a tablespoon. It's 1 tablespoon. Tastes like chocolate pudding. It's a type 2 collagen, no dairy, no soy, no caffeine, no gluten. It's got the fenugreek to support the gut lining. It's got organic tremella mushroom, which mimics hyaluronic acid. Stop using moisturizers that hyaluronic acid that have fillers or toxins or dyes. Scan it in the YUKA app. And it also has the Morosil blood red orange. So it is a fat burning collagen. The Morosil blood red orange you can only find in Italy. I'm probably certain you haven't heard of it, but for the first time, it is actually infused in a liquid collagen called Slim. There is a video that does its due diligence and explains it better than I can. If I actually share that with you, would you press play? drop the word slim in the comment section. And if you want to snag a bottle right now, I'm telling you what, you get 4 supplements in one, proven through science, proven through clinicals, third-party validation, and CLEAN. You get it for $69. Usually it's $89. 4 supplements in one, full month supply. Drop slim with a star if you're like, I needed this freaking yesterday. No one's ever explained this to me before. I'm telling you right now, my father-in-law is 84 years old, guys. You would never know. My neighbor next door is 77. You would never know because I give every single one of them a bottle and every single one of them is reordering. You see it and feel it instantly, especially in the joints. Yes, I am in Canada. Right here, you have to send me a message on Facebook saying the word slim. Okay, I'll send you the video. If you're like, I could care less, I want this before it sells out. There's only 2 flavors in stock, chocolate raspberry, chocolate mint. The full month supply, thebreakfastshow.net, you will see Nueva. When you put this in your web browser, you're gonna see Nueva. When you go to Nueva, you're gonna see the Snow Slim. Sounds just like it, guys, Snow Slim. Stop using trim. Trim has seed oils inside of it. Seed oils is inflammation. Seed oils are carcinogenic. Okay, berberbiney, yeah, but there's caffeine inside of it. The Morosil Blood Red Orange, which is the fat burner with no caffeine in this Snow Slim collagen, let me tell you something. It's in a patent study. And 94% of people who use it every single day, their body fat percentage, the number on the scale, and their body fat composition and their percentage of visceral fat goes steep downhill. The people that didn't get results, 6%, you wish it was because they didn't have good luck. They weren't consistent with using it daily. You leave out a spoon. Right next to wherever you go first, you take your tablespoon and you're on your way. Simple, easy peasy, pumpkin squeezy. Drop slim in the comments for the science behind the belly fat lasting liquid collagen. Slim with a star, I'll send you a shareable link. You get it for $69 right now, locking in that price at $89. It can never go back up to the $109 that originally cost. Okay? Yeah, the only reason why they're telling you, Linda, that you have to quit drinking coffee to lose weight is because 99.9% of the times people are drinking coffee, including Starbucks and Dunkin' and Biggie Coffee and shelves like Kroger, is because there's pesticides. Okay, get your coffee from Italy, specifically Sicily. And don't use cinnamon, use Ceylon cinnamon. Ceylon cinnamon does not elevate kidney levels. Regular cinnamon does. But the influencer you probably heard talk about the benefits of it improving insulin sensitivity didn't tell you that it increases the kidney levels. Yeah, I was using that one. She's talking about Rise, but there's one ingredient that's naughty inside of there. Mine is considered a nootropic blend. I need the mood. I need the no crash clarity around it. Okay, I used to be on massive amounts of ADHD medication and I'm not, and I'm so honored. It's got L-theanine, the cordyceps mushroom, lion's mane, and Ceylon cinnamon. It's a Colombian brew. It's from Sicily. It smells amazing. Carlene's on. It tastes amazing. Actually, drop the word coffee in the comments if you're a coffee drinker. I want to send you the video. And if you want to snag a bag right now, guess what they're offering you? Snag a freaking bag for 30 days money back guaranteed. Literally, right now. Drop coffee with a star. Yeah, it's a Colombian brew. Yeah. I just use unsweetened almond milk, a couple packets of stevia, or like a teaspoon of maple syrup or honey. And it's so freaking good with like a frother. Carlene said it's the best. It is. By the way, Carlene, you look amazing. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. I am going to do a pop-up episode tomorrow. Make sure you hit add friend. Make sure you hit follow like right now more than ever. I'm going to share with you everything that I learn inside of the Audible books that I'm currently listening to, and I absolutely can't wait to share it with you. But step number 1, write down the word YUKA. YUKA is the app that you can use to scan your foods, scan your pops, scan your energy drinks, and if there's any coffees, dyes, toxins, we're not going to use it, okay, in any way, shape, or form. Number 2, your goal weight in grams of protein. Number 3, your water intake is your half of your weight in ounces of water, and your protein is, we already talked about that. Bella, your fiber is 25 grams. Carlene says hi, Bella.
What's up, my baby boo? Here, this stuff will literally make your hair magical.
Okay. So here's the deal. I'm going to hop off. If anyone wants to get, for 30 days money back guaranteed, the Limitless Elevate Peptide 3-in-1 stack with tesofensin, Diaxa, BCP 157, I need you right now to tell me so I can send you a shareable cart. You will get this $209 for $169 today, full month supply, no stimulants, massive amounts of clarity, mood, focus, and weight loss through the tesofensin that's inside of it. Medical grade, made inside of a laboratory that is pharmaceutical grade, stamped right outside the door. This is replacing Ozempic, trizepatide, and semaglutide. Okay? I'll be at my desk for the next 90 minutes or so. You can shoot me a direct message right here, Heather, on Facebook Messenger. You can just send it right there. I'll send you the video. If you want anything, you just go to thebreakfastshow.net while I'm literally responding back to 200 plus messages. When this goes in your web browser, you click New Wava. There's a free protein guide for you there just by tuning in. So when you go to here, first stop, the free protein guide. Second stop, click New Wava. We talked about Elevate. We talked about Nitro, hydrogen water. We talked about Slim, the belly fat blasting liquid collagen, and Nueva Morning, which is the coffee. Any of those videos and science that you need behind it with the engineer who's the expert, you message me, I'll share the video. If it's a good fit, awesome. If it's not, there's no big deal. So I hope you have the best day ever. It was an honor to be a part of your morning and you be a part of mine. I hope you have the best day. I'll see you in my inbox. And if you do catch this on the replay, again, it's 11:37 a.m. CST in Chicago. In Michigan, where I'm going back tomorrow, it's 12:37 a.m. Eastern. If you catch this on the replay, drop replay. I want to say hello and have the best